Hello and welcome to a channel and video where you need more than 3 seconds attention span to watch it. I have been working on this portrait since Monday. It is now Thursday and this is the second chapter of me drawing Sam Cooke. At the moment I'm just trying to get this afro sorted with a camera in my left hand and looking over the top of the camera. Now when I do anyone, it's out of affection for that person, and there are two people in the portrait. There's me who's drawing it and the person that I'm drawing, and the person I'm drawing is more important than I am. I'm just the invisible schmuck that no one talks to, and I do this work on my own, in a room on my own with music on. Now when I'm drawing portraits, I am researching the person. Sam Cooke died, unfortunately, wrong choice of words. Tragically, he was shot in 1964. I wasn't alive then, but I knew his music on and off. What a wonderful world. Really, that should be an anthem for the world. But Twisting the Night Away and Cupid. So I got to understand his music really through film. It was he actually started a film company as well as his own record label, and this was a time of segregation and he managed to do it. He only lasted for 8 years before this, and the output that he had, yes, some of it is very crooner, and I'm not really into that type of music. I like it, I understand it, but I'm more into blues, rock, metal. But I have a healthy respect for the people that I'm drawing, and this is also a mission that I'm creating something, and Sam Cooke has got to be part of it. There's a connection with someone, and there is a reason beyond just drawing Sam Cooke. Now the thing is, I'm just focusing on the hair on here, but the thing is, when you're doing darker skin, there is no real difference. It's just like drawing lighter skin in shadow. You just have to add more shade. No real difference at all. But let me just show you where I am. This is a pencil portrait using this, and this is the pencil portrait, and let me just show you something to prove it's not faking. There we go. Proper paper. There we go, proper paper, and all done with my hand. Now I've been drawing all my life. This is a 12B. They go up to 14. For some reason, possibly the superstitions, there's no 13B. It can go up to a 14B. So you have, I use Caran d'Ache graph wood, and then I switch with Staedtler and also, where's this one? There we go. So there's a Faber-Castell 14B, and then that's a putty rubber. And I've got to get a new barrel sharpener. It's very, very basic. Now, I've drawn all my life. I was asking my mum and my grandparents to draw even before I could, and getting frustrated that they weren't drawing it properly. I copied from everything in the house, so it was comics, cartoons, it was encyclopedias with old masters in them, and I even copied page 3 girls in the paper. And I practiced and practiced and practiced, and I did birds and animals and everything that I could. I'd go out into the garden and try and draw bees and animals that were moving and getting frustrated that they'd moved before I'd finished. And with people, yeah, I got very, very frustrated because I couldn't do the nose right. I still struggle with trouble with words as well, because I've got rented lips. But yeah, I struggle with fingers, and don't ask me to draw vehicles. So it's just one of those things. You do what you can. But the thing about doing any kind of drawing, if you draw a tiger, you've drawn a tiger. If you've drawn a blue tit or a great tit or a hawk or something like that, you've drawn those birds. It doesn't get you as far as drawing a human, because there is a knowledge in your head that humans always look, you know, they look like they do. You've got it in your head that a human looks like that, so you can ultimately see that doesn't look right. Doesn't matter if you can't draw. You know, very often I get people who have said, oh, I wish I could draw like you. What, being stuck in a room on your own, drawing, with music on, and when you finish no one talks to you? Yeah, that'll be good. You go ahead and hope that. What you want is the end result. And it's those kind of things, like on when X Factor and Pop Idol was around, they'd go up to the, you know, on stage and, please Simon, I want to be a star. Have you got a talent? Can you hold a note and not in a bucket? You know, does your voice sound like a lump of coal scraping underneath the cellar door? You can't, if you are famous for being famous, you're only going to be there for a blip. And you need ability. But having said that, this ability doesn't get noticed. Go figure. You see, when I was doing these, I couldn't do this at school. I really couldn't. I mean, I'm in my 50s. There's no way I could have done this, because you have to learn a skill. You can't expect to pick up a guitar and play Jimi Hendrix straight off. You've got to learn how to play like Jimi Hendrix. But don't copy him. Learn from him. It's that thing that you have to... You can learn from these people. You can certainly learn from Sam Cooke, same way as you can anyone else. But you've got to branch out on your own thing, because otherwise you're just copying the person that you're emulating, and then you become a cover act. And do you want to say, I can understand with cover acts where the person isn't alive. But do you want to be the cover band, the copy band, or do you want to branch out on your own and be the person that learnt from the Eagles, Sam Cooke, Ozzy, you know, that kind of thing? It's all right playing his music, playing anyone's music, but you've got to learn how to do it yourself. So I'll tell you a story about doing this. I was in infant school. It was the 70s. And I don't know where I got this idea from. It was either that I'd seen it on Tony Hart, or I'd seen my granddad do it, or I'd just come up with the idea myself. And they wanted us to draw a picture. And everyone else was getting their stiff brushes and their powder paints out and doing all the colours like flowers, trees and all the other things. I got the black and started painting the paper black. Warning! Not for me, but warning. You see, I thought, this is when I was about 5, that if I paint the paper black, I have then got a black field to draw white chalk or white crayon on. To the teacher, there was a warning that I was in a foul mood. And the teacher was panicking. And she told my mum, and my mum said, what are you doing with the black? Oh, it's possibly just something he's going through. No, I wanted to paint the paper black and then wait for it to dry and then use colours on top of the white. So I was drawing with white, not black. But I had to prepare the paper because there was no black paper. So I was sitting there watching the paint dry while others were painting flowers and trees and birds and all these other things. That is the way that I think. I looked at it and thought, do you know what, I could do something special here. I was 5. But the thing is, this wasn't utilised. When I was at school, I'm going very off topic here from Sam Cooke, but when I was at school, it was sport only, especially in senior school. And I'm not sporty at all. I don't watch football, I don't watch anything sport related. I couldn't be fussed with it. I've got a couple of games on my Mega Drive and my Dreamcast, and a few console games with sport on it, but I haven't got any of the FIFA games, and I couldn't give a stuff about it, really couldn't. So I just decide I don't like sport. And there was one time in senior school that they wanted me to play football. And, oh God, I don't want to do it. Can't I just draw? Can't I just learn something, you know, to read or learn something? No, you've got to do football. And they were never passing me the ball. I was always the last one to be picked. But this one time I managed to get the ball. And I was running with it, and I looked back. And behind me was an army of bullies. They weren't after the ball, they were after me. And I just thought, screw this for a game of soldiers, I don't want the ball. If you want it, you can have it. And I kicked it away. Oh, what you done that for? You shouldn't do that. You just did that. I just didn't want it. You wanted it more than I did. So fine, have it. That's sort of been my attitude for a long time. I did it when there was always balls. I did it with basketball as well when they wanted me to play that, and I was surrounded by a load of idiots jumping around like dogs wanting the ball. You know, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. Oh, give me the ball. I want the ball, I want the ball, give it here. And they're all reaching out, they all got their hands out. I was in a corner, I rolled it under their legs. I just rolled it under the legs and they went scrambling for it. This is beneath me. I don't like it. I was more of the academic side of things, but where I went, they wanted you on a sports field kicking a ball, and also health issues. Do you know what? Going on that, there was one games teacher who actually said there are people who have run marathons in wheelchairs. Of course you can run. And he also said that asthma was created by fat kids who didn't want to run. It was an imaginary illness. That's the 80s. So anyway, I just continued drawing, while others chucked clay and everything else and splattered paint on other people's artwork. I just drew and did my thing, and just went and continued doing that. And I just went drawing and created, but I showed a lot of ability, with people saying, teachers were taking my mum to one side. You know what he'll be doing? He'll be doing artwork, he'll be writing children's books, oh, he'll be doing all the things. And do you know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. The last exam in 1988, I ended up walking out of the school on cloud 9. I'd finally finished the school. I'd finally finished. I hadn't got to see that place again. I did a happy dance outside the school gates. But the one thing that I didn't have was help. No one helped me. The careers officer said to me when I said I wanted to do art, photography, design, it could cover anything. Be serious, there are shops and factories that need staff, you can do that. If you want to be a photographer, open up the yellow pages and call a wedding photographer. You have no skill, you have no ability, you are nothing. And that's all I had. So all those years that I did at school, all those bullies, it amounted to nothing. And sadly, I'm still in the same area. I'm leaving now. The house is on the market. It's just my mum and myself. She was born in this house, and we're leaving for somewhere else. One of the reasons we're leaving is I'm going to a place where there's an artist community. Because where I am, I don't get it. I'm a curiosity, and that's it. No matter what I do, no matter what I put on my art page, which is dead on Facebook. I'm going to switch it off. No one talks. No one really talks, and they just wait for a new picture, and then that's it. And I don't get anything. I can do this, and all I get is one-word answers, one-word comments. And then people saying, can you draw my dog for 50 quid? That's all I get. Can you draw my dog for 50 quid? No, I'm not. I'll draw your dog. I can draw dogs, but I'm not doing this kind of work for £50. Would you work for somewhere around 14 to 20 days for £50? If the answer is no, why do you ask me to do it? You have these junior doctors on strike now and calling for strikes. When I went into a job, the amount of money that I was getting was under £5 an hour. And for that, I damaged my back for life. I had a work accident. I died. I literally died with this work accident, and I didn't get anything at all. So now I'm drawing and doing this, just hoping to be seen for what I do, because the people that have been around me will only do something if something tragic happens, and we know what that is. Then they will do it in tribute. But I'm completely invisible. It's not fame and fortune or anything, it's just making a living out of what I do. Just a living. And so I've had people who don't like it that I've gone to conventions and met famous people. They don't like it when I've shown those pictures, so I just don't show them now. Why should I? Anyway, this went off on a tangent that I wasn't expecting. And this is how you do a drawing. Slowly, methodically, and you do it to honour a person. You don't do it for I've had people say, oh, you only want to be famous. No, I just want to be seen for what I do and make my life better for my mum and myself. And that has all been done with this and a load of records, which I'm doing at the moment. I've still got work to do on this. And now I will switch off and play some music.